Jumping back to your first experience coming to Tiger Muay Thai, explain that transition to actually working in Thailand. You said you came in 2016. What were you doing prior to that, and what landed you that job here?
The two years before, I was traveling with a client around. I got a pretty good job where this guy was on this guy's team, this entourage, and we were traveling and just training this one guy, and he had 2 weeks, and I managed to convince him to come to Tiger Muay Thai to do some training, and it was cool. He was super open for when we had suggestions. Basically, we went to maybe 4 or 5 different destinations where coaches that I'd learnt with, either online, bought their shoulder rehab course or training, and I then decided to get him to fly us, to go and see them and learn and coach with that person. We did the same. He wanted to do a bit of martial arts. I was like, let's go to Tiger Muay Thai. So we came here for 2 weeks. And I think that was maybe the second time I met Woody. But it was definitely the first time we had a full conversation. And we were chatting away. I ended up teaching. They had guest coaches on a Saturday. So I then taught a guest class on the Saturday at Tiger. And the system that I used was a system called Training for Warriors. That's a system that Woody had trained in. I think before he was at Tiger, he actually had the Training for Warriors kind of franchise here in Thailand. So he was running that. And we then spoke a little bit more about training and certifications and study. And we had really similar kind of
career paths and that sense.
Career paths, and we respected the same coaches. There was a lot of alignment, and that. So yeah, I hung out. I think we were here for 2 or 3 weeks. I then knew my contract was coming to an end, I think 6 months or 7 months after we were here in Thailand.
Contract with this kind of a private?
With my private client, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I think I reached out to Woody a couple of months later and said, hey, have you got a job, or how does it work? He said he wasn't looking, and then we went back and forth for maybe 6 or 7 months, and within a year later, he'd messaged saying, there's a position. I then, within a month or 2, flew out, had a chat, met the owner, shook some hands, and came and moved out 3 months later.
If you enjoyed this content, we're doing 5 clips like this a week. If you want to watch the full podcast, click here.